Hello guys. Right, 2 days of trying to get my capture card to agree with my webcam has left me slightly angry. So yeah, I feel like narrating these because I need to get these done. I've got two battles here for this one. This is against Devil Zero is the first one, and the second one is against Sexy Melodic. This is actually a pretty good battle. I enjoy this one, and I enjoy Devil's playing style. He's sort of he dislikes OU, so we sort of have a mutual agreement on that no one's original enough for it to really be any fun or creative or different, that kind of crap. Everyone sticks to Smoke on standard and it's boring as hell. So we get on decently well and we agree on a few things. And he's a better battler than I am, because while he's original, he makes shit that works. Anyway, this is one that I streamed, which is why the camera's all off. Fuck you, Gerbil. I relied on you, and you failed me. Anyway, he leads off with Kecleon, I lead off with Roserade. He goes for a fake out, and for some ungodly reason, the fact that he went for fake out, and it did like, 100 damage, didn't really process with the fact that he's probably physical, and probably has Ice Punch, or Fire Punch, a whole plethora of things to kill me. So he goes with the Ice Punch as I set up T-Spikes, when I really should have switched out, to be honest. Although I've never seen a Kecleon, which is quite funny. Although I think I've got one, but not something like this. I've got a special defense wall. So I go into Donphan knowing I'm going to take this thing 4 days, and I go for a superpower, and I believe that is good game, Mr. Kecleon. Yes, it is. Just can't match Donphan for power. What a beast. Anyway, so that's 5-all, and I've got a layer of T-Spikes, so that's nice, but he's got things like Regenerate a Slowbro, which is just all kinds of awful. I would really rather have Toxic Spikes for that sort of thing. He goes into Altaria, and I'm thinking, well, I've got a Head Smash. Yeah, I'm still trying to test out these pokes at the moment, so I wanted to see how much -1 Head Smash should do to this sort of thing. Go for it. Hits it pretty hard, does does a little over half, which I think is pretty respectable for a -1 Donphan. Kind of makes me wish I wasn't -1, but hey, I went for a superpower, that's my own damn fault. So I think I stay in, just sort of trying to get rid of it, scout its set a bit more. Oh no, I switch. Oh, Registeel, because Registeel can avoid the Toxic and all that crap, and it has Ice Punch. But then he goes for a Cotton Guard. That's not good. They're really not good. I'm sitting here thinking, well, Registeel's a Registeel. So he goes for a Flamethrower, does crap all. I'm like, brilliant, I'll set up a sub. That's fine. I might not be able to Toxic Steal this thing, but I still have Ice Punch, which is ×4 super effective. I figured it would, like, truck it. Or not truck it, but at least do a solid chunk. To, what you'd think it would do a decent amount. But if we look at this, after he goes for a Flamethrower, it doesn't break my sub. That's the whole point of the Registeel. Goes for an Ice Punch. Look at that. Does shit. Oh, about 3 Ice Punches to the roost. And if he went for another Cotton Guard, then it would be a lot worse. Therefore, using that knowledge that I've now gained, I'm sort of shitting bricks at this point, because that's the only ice attack I have on my entire team. So, yeah. Not smartly played by me, but, like I say, testing out guys. So I go into my arrow knowing I don't really care if he Flamethrowers or Toxics me. The whole point of this arrow is to hit things, then die. So, meh. But even I know that I'm going to need at least 1 Hone Claws if I'm going to scratch this thing. Realistically. So he goes for a Toxic, hits me arrow, yada yada yada. That's pretty much what I expected. I was really hoping he wouldn't Roost or Cotton Guard a second time, because, that'd be awful. Then I'd be boned. So I go for a Stone Edge, I hit it, and it does a little under half, I believe. And then he goes for a Roost, I'm like, oh, I can't kill this unless I get a crit. And if I Hone Claws again, he could Cotton Guard again, and then I'm in an even worse position, so that is really not good. Really bad. But the thing is, all I can do is go for it and then hope I can bring in something and finish it off. Like I say, I mean, the only special attacks I have are T-Bolt, and I believe... Well, Me First doesn't count. Oh, and Fire Blast on this. And a couple of special attacks on Roserade, but, you know, he doesn't really count. Anyway, he goes for a Flamethrower. I don't know whether that was a pity play or not, because theoretically he could have stalled out my entire team. Registeel would have taken a damn long time, but it could have been done. But I go for the Stone Edge. I get the crit there. Thanks, Aero, you shit. But, I don't know if that was a pity play or not. If it was, then it was nice of him, I suppose. But, yeah, I would rather either just, you know, get forgotten about that. Anyway, he brings in a Jolteon, and I completely forget about Quick Feet, which he could have had. And I was kind of hoping, well, you know, Aero's about same speed as Jolteon, and most people run Modest because Jolteon's so fucking quick. So I figured I might outspeed, but now that I think about it, he's probably Quick Feet, which means he would have completely outpaced my Aero no matter what happened. So there goes my Aero again, all the time, even though it really should be my MVP in half of these battles. I always lose it because I'm an idiot. And he Volt Switches out into an Azelf, and I believe I go into, yeah, Arcanine. Because I figure, well, if it's Choice Banded, a Zen Headbutt's going to cane like a bitch. No doubt about that. But Flame Charge, then Flare Blitz should work well enough to the point where I can get rid of it. And, well, depending on if the Jolteon is Quick Feet or not, outpace it. And then he brings in a Slowbro. And I'm thinking, this is brilliant. Because of that lovely, lovely little Power Herb Solar Beam that my Arcanine has. I figure, well, you know, it's a Slowbro. I know it's got a lot of HP, but its special defense is supposedly Bulls. So I go for it. And, you know, Power Herb, there you go. Hits it. I'm thinking this will do fantastic. Does about half. Not happy. He goes for a Surf and hits me really low. And then, for some ungodly reason, I think, well, you know, a Flare Blitz at that range, bah, it'll take it out. Sure it will. What I really should have done, and what everyone was shouting at me to do, was to predict the Slack Off and go for another Solar Beam. Then I would have had a very good chance of killing it. But I didn't. And now he slacks off. He gets all that HP back. And you'll notice, after Poison, I believe his HP is about half around what Solar Beam did. So, had I gone for a Solar Beam, man, shit would have been different. But now I wise up and I go for the Solar Beam, and knowing he's going to slack off again, and even if he doesn't, then I can bring in Lucario, and I figure I can crunch him a lot. So I'll pull out another Solar Beam, and he goes pretty much right back down to the same amount he was at to start with, and then he goes for a Calm Mind, and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is not good. He's going to set up all over me. Lucario can't kill him with Crunch. And then for some, again, ungodly reason, I immediately assume, well, he's going to kill me this turn, because I'll go for another Solar Beam. Hit him with a Flare Blitz. 1, I don't die from recoil, and 2, he doesn't die and slacks off. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm a fucking retard. I've just completely wasted my Arcanine. Had I played better, I would have been fine. But whenever it got down to that range of HP, I thought, yeah, it'll take it out. Min-max will help me in the clutch. But it didn't. So I go for another Flare Blitz, thinking he'll Surf. But he doesn't. He slacks off again. There, I could have Solar Beamed. Oh, well. It's what I get for making dumb plays. Like I say, guys, I never make a claim of being good. Effectively, I have two things that can deal with this. Is Registeel with T-Bolt, which, because it's got Calm Mind, won't help at all, and Lucario with Crunch. That's it. Go for a Crunch. Does, yeah, it's alright amount, I suppose. Not too bad. I take the Surf, which is helpful. And then, you know, I'm thinking, okay, at that range, the Crunch did around that beforehand. Surely, let's go for another one, and it lives and kills me. And then dies from poison. And I'm like, well, for fuck's sake, I just lost 2 guys when theoretically I could have lost none had I played better. But as I always say, hindsight is 20/20, and apparently I can't use that 20/20 hindsight in battle. So there you go. I go into Donphan, knowing that if he brings in a Zelf, he'll do decently well, but he brings in a Jolteon. And this is where I'm a bit confused, because I recall Raikou doing about 300 to Donphan, and this Jolteon one-shots it. Although, actually, no, I had less HP there. I don't know. I suppose it could be Specs. I have no idea. But either way, I go into Registeel, having a look, and he switches out. So I'm assuming Specs. I mean, no one's going to run Scarf Jolteon. That'd be fucking moronic. And he goes into this, and this is where Sub-Protect Gainus actually helps. Darmanitan, which is probably, has all the right in the world to kill my Registeel, is actually just going to get flat-out Toxic stalled here. With Sub-Protect and shenanigans and T-Bolt, that kind of crap. So, yeah. Registeel really has no place living in this battle, but it does pull it out. I swear to God, Registeel, despite being the biggest cock on my team, was probably MVP for pretty much all the games I used it. It's a good set. I mean, full coverage or neutral coverage. Sub-Protect, yeah, it's a solid set. I just hate using it because it's so lame. I mean, ugh. I don't know. That's me. I figured if I'm going to use like really retarded guys, let's just bring a whore to the battle. So, I believe I T-Bolt here. Yes, I do. Cool beanies. It doesn't die, surprisingly, but then again, it's a Registeel, so I don't know why I was surprised. But oh well. You'd think. So there you go. That goes down. Registeel's actually a decent amount of life, which, again, really had no place to be. Should have died. But still, goes back into Jolteon, and I'm thinking, well, maybe if I sub here... Protect to get a bit more lefties back, and then I think I sub here, trying to see if, I can take the T-Bolt and sub and start doing the same thing again. I figure I can Ice Punch and wreck its ugly face because it's paper thin, but I sub, and yeah. So that officially ended anything I could have done. And he's going to take me out with a T-Bolt after I protect a bit more, because I figured, well, the last one did about 120. After I protect, I get to about 120. But nah, I don't live. So, great game, Devil. Like I say, he appreciates originality when it's there, but he knows how to use the proper good set. So he's pretty much the original side of me and the smart side of a... Nah, I wouldn't call a Smogon guy smart. You know what I mean. He can do both things, original and whorish. Either way, you get what I mean. So this is a battle against Sexy Melodic. Sexy is he's a good mate. We've had a few battles, a few laughs. He doesn't. Well, I don't think he likes 5th gen that much. He prefers 4th, like a lot of people on TBXE, which is fair play. To be honest, I prefer 4th. Which, by the way, my 4th gen Wi-Fi will be coming back on Wednesday, and it's the 5th today, so that means it's coming back on what, the 7th, which means that, or 8th. I don't know. I'm too lazy to count. Which means that I have good 4 days to record 12 battles, lump them in vids, and there you go. But 4th gen battles are scarce nowadays, so it might be tricky in itself, but we'll see how we do. I do plan on doing it, and after this, or after a couple more recordings of these battles, I need to go do some TCGO, get that all done and lovely and funky and hunky-dory, and then I'll be happy with that. But yeah, pretty much all I can do now is prepare, wait, and then record some more Rayman and the Darkness, or do something else of very minute importance. Come on, Sexy. Whenever you're ready. Was I streaming this as well? I don't think I was. Kind of a shame about the camera quality. It's kind of weird. My computer is an absolute behemoth. Yeah, for some reason, and I've got LAN internet, but for some reason I try and stream on like normal quality and it just fucks off. Anyway, this is an OU battle because I finally realised that Lucario is OU. At least I believe this is I believe I use the same team. I might end up using my Sun team. Might. I don't. Oh yeah, this is my Sun team. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so he's got a proper whore team, like insane mega, and I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. Main problem, Blissey, and other problem, Latios. Don't like them. Anyway, I lead off with my Donphan because I want Stealth Rocks. Bad. Stealth Rocks would be so nice. Goes for a fake out, and thinking it's a lead off ape carry a lot of really random crap, so God knows what it could have really done. But he's going to switch out and go into Latias. Ah, it's a Latias, eh? And I just go for my SR, because, like I say, I want SR. On a proper OU, or in an OU game, you generally want some form of entry hazards. And Stealth Rocks is probably the best for breaking sashes, all that crap, so I do know a little bit about it. Anyway, I believe I'm going to go into my Ninetales to get the sun up. Yeah, you go. That Donphan, while I remember, is the scary face one. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but that might have been an idea, just so I could outpace it. But unfortunately, Wi-Fi's a cunt. As I'm sure everyone who watches these battles know, Wi-Fi isn't well, it's just a dick. I've said many a time I would like to go I would go find the guy who made the Wi-Fi system for bloody Pokemon and punch him just square in the nuts, because quite frankly he's done an awful job, and you know, it's frustrating. If he just made it a little bit better, it would be fine, but no, skimpy bastard, gotta try and cut corners and save money by making crappy Wi-Fi. Little rants. They make the world go round. I could rant all day about my fucking camera problems, but oh well. Just because a camera and a dazzle won't get along. Anyway, we try this again. And, hang on a sec. And then, I believe we just go with the same leads, I believe. Yeah, we do. So, pretty much the same old crap. He's going to fake me out. I'm going to set up SR. You know the drill by now. But, you know, like I say, I'm kind of worried about that Latios now, because while everyone praises Latios for its amazing offense and the, stupid damage that a Specs Draco will do, or how it outspeeds everything and then kills with a Scarf Draco, in my opinion, Latias is the more scary threat, especially this one. This one is a pain in the dick. I dislike it greatly. Right, now I'm going to go into my Ninetales. Now, my main plan, I believe, is I'm going to Hypnosis this fecker, and then I can start howling and tail slapping it, you know, just trying to get damage on it, really. At least that's what I believe I do. I really need to make a team that counters OU. Alright, he goes for a Dragon Pulse. I figured I could take that. Go for Hypnosis. It hits. Hunky dory. That's fantastic. So, I believe I either go for Howl or Tail Slap, trying to get damage. Which one do I do? Come on. Whenever you're ready. I would assume Howl. Yeah, you go. Howl. Yeah, just because Latias, in my experience, is generally quite bulky. He wakes up. Goes for a Calm Mind, which is always kind of strange, really, when he could have just taken me out. Either way, I go for a Tail Slap, slapping it a bit. I get, you know, a crit, which probably counted for about 3 Tail Slaps right there. So, you know, just luck variations, really. Goes for the Dragon Pulse, takes me out. No biggie. I probably should have switched into, say, Torkoal. But the thing is, Torkoal, while it does have the sun boosted Fire Blast, If I get up to, even if I managed to get up to +6, I would only have 2 hits. So, and I'd need about 4 turns to set up properly, i.e. get 2 shell smashes and then start hitting it. So that's the main problem there. I go into my Maractus now, named Fuck You Vulpix. I believe I said why I made this, based around when it was just OU, UU and Ubers. Vulpix was a complete cunt, so I made this to abuse the Sonic brought with it, set up spikes, hidden power fire things, you know, that kind of lovely shit. But look, turns out he's got hidden power fire, which I'm not too happy with. That is quite a pain in the balls. But luckily I got the Leech Seed up. I believe I go for a Spikes here, or a Switch. One of the two. I probably should have just gone into Snorlax, really. Snorlax has Pursuit, Body Slam, Fire Punch. I could have pursuited it on the way out. All that crap. But nah, I'm an idiot. Still, the whole point of this set is, because it has the Sash, you effectively try and Leech Seed and Giga Drain crap so you can keep the Sash intact for when you really need it. But like I say, I've already used it, so I'm just going to go for a Spikes, except he's still setting up Calm Minds. Getting slightly alarmed now. I don't like it. And theoretically, this entire feckin' dragon jet plane thing could probably sweep my entire team if I keep going this way. But hey, you know me. If I ever play logically, you know, hell freeze over, so can't do that. I still want to set up entry hazards though. I'm fairly convinced at one point in this harebrained scheme I have a plan to deal with it. So come on. I think I am just gonna sit here and set up 3 layers of spikes, which is pretty wasteful. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll go as Maractus. Maractus did its job though. Abused the sun, got spikes up, got Leech Seed up. Good deal, really. Spinder. What? Oh, here I'm thinking that Sucker Punch is going to do vastly more than I thought it would. When you consider it's a Spinder against a Latias, that was probably the most stupid play I've ever made in my entire life. Some drunk little teddy ain't gonna kill that. I could hope though. I think I was either aiming for the damage or something. I have no idea really. Unless I got a crit. Even then I doubt a crit would have killed it. Which is slightly depressing, but there you go. So I believe I go into Donphan now so that I can scary face it, which is what I should have done before bringing in Spinder, because then I could start Sob and Superpower and stall him out, and it would have been fine, because he has Leech Seed on him. Would have made 1,000 times more sense. So I go for the Scary Face now, slow it down. You know, no one runs Scary Face, they all run Ice Shard, but with the Sturdy, I'd rather have Scary Face so that I can Scary Face someone, hit it with an EQ, or die, and then the thing I bring in next is more or less slightly faster. So I get to 69 HP, lol. He takes me out with a Dragon Pulse, and I believe I go into Torkoal. Believe. No, meant. There you go. God damn, why the fuck did I bring in Spinder? Jesus, that was such a stupid move. So I figure I'm going to scare him out, but I want to go with the Outrage just in case. Yeah, I do. I'm fairly adamant. Yeah, go with the Outrage. Hits his Jellicent, and I'm thinking, haha, you thought I'd DD. Or Dragon Claw. Either way, I don't know why you'd bring this thing in. There are about 4,000 things better to bring in. So, another Outrage takes it out. Unless he was just sacking it. If you thought I was going to DD, he would have just Dragon Pulse there and ended this stupid farce, but oh well. So now he brings it back in as I'm confused, and I'm fairly adamant he's going to be quicker now, because I don't have a DD. But then again, I can probably take a Dragon Pulse. So I believe I try and go for it, goes for the Dragon Pulse, hits me, come on, no. So I'm fucked, really. I really should have DD'd in actuality. That would have been a far smarter play, but it's, you know, A, I knew I was going to be quicker after the scary phase, and B, that thing was at like +4. I'm not going to sit around and let that thing kill me. But I just did, so yeah. What I probably should have done is switched out. So, yeah. Hindsight is 2020, and like I say, it's a quality I really don't have when I'm actually playing these damn things. Gets a crit, takes me out, was not necessary in the slightest, but it's there to laugh at him because he gets luck that he doesn't need. And now I bring in Torkoal thinking, well, you know what, fuck it, I have nothing better to do. Honestly, this is my last shot. If I can get 2 Shell Smashes up, maybe. But he brings in a Starmie. I go for my Shell Smash. And I'm thinking, hang on, he switched out. I can get another one as this Starmie hits me with the Surf. And then I'm at +4, +4, +4. Good to go. Goes for the Hydro Pump, though. If that had missed, that would have been my game. Easily. I can guarantee that. Go for another Shell Smash. So, you know, like I say, I'm at +4, +4, +4. I'm going to Solar Beam this stupid star. No offense, Starmie, if you actually watch any of these things. Or Starmie Girl. Pull out the Solar Beam, take it out, and I'm talking to him like, haha, I'm completely set up. I doubt you have anything to deal with this. And he goes, oh, Infernape has Fake Out, don't you remember? And I'm like, fuck! Well, that ruins my entire plan. Still. There you go. Brings in Infernape. Gonna go with the Fake Out, and I'm like, no, misclick! And he doesn't. So, yeah. That's me done. All I have left is a... No, I didn't have anything left, because I switched out my Celebi. So, that's good game. Thanks for watching, guys. I have more videos to do, so I will be back in a bit.